I shouldn't start recording so late because then I do this for hours. Yay! I like talking too much. I like talking too much. I like talking too much. Please don't leave this in the video because it's just gonna be weird with me just talking to myself about stuff, Mala. Don't leave this in. Hi, everybody, and welcome back. We're going to continue on with songs 5 through 10 of My Heart Says Go today. For those of you who don't know, My Heart Says Go is a musical that the music was written by Jorge, our lovely epic creator at this point. This is one of the projects that he did while he was in the University of Notre Dame, College of Notre Dame, whatever it's called. Sorry, that was bad on my end. But we started by listening to the first four songs last time we revisited this, or visited this for the first time, I should say, and started to kind of get the idea of what this musical is about, which seems to be a lot about following your dreams and has a lot of like typical nuances when it comes to the musical genre. Heard a lot of influences so far of In the Heights, Hamilton, Wicked, High School Musical. Um, Things like that have kind of already popped the influences in there, which those are like really cool to have. And we kind of ended last time with a conflict between the father and the son. I still didn't look up the names. You know what? Let me look up the names quickly.
12 seconds later.
So I think it sounds like the main character's name is Indigo. I think that's who we're following. Maybe I don't know. I'm looking to see if I can like find um something about like at least what the character names are. Uh, Not looking for that. No, that is not what I'm looking for. Oh, you can cut all this out while I'm looking through things, right? You don't need to like see me looking up crap, do you? Nah, you don't need to see me at all with that. So I guess the main character's name is Indigo, which is the main thing I was looking for. So the pre-med student who drops out to become a musician is named Indigo. That's all I know right now, so it's fine. Anyway, we're gonna continue with the next part of this, which is gonna be songs 5 through 10 on this video. As normal, if there's anything else you want me to listen to or react to, or if you have your own comments about My Heart Says Go or anything else, by all means, put them right here in the comments. I like to read all of them, and I at least like react to a bunch of them, and I respond quite a bit. So, um, yeah, let me know what you want me to listen to next. Anyway, without further ado, let us do Find Your Voice, and we'll continue on our musical journey. Okay, interesting start so far.
Another day on the train.
Ooh.
A new generation boards, and the passengers have no clue what's in store. See, I have traveled oh so far. I have lived so long a life. I wonder if this generation will waste a second of their time.
So we obviously have a new character here, which, you know, the immediate organ in the beginning was not what I was expecting to kind of hear from here, but this new character sounds very gospel-like, which is cool. Looks like she's searching for something or someone. Maybe our main character, Indigo here. I don't know. We'll have to see.
I have traveled oh so far. I have lived so long.
Lots of jazz influences. I can feel that there, though.
Will waste a second of their time. The world's got a lot to change, and it starts with you. We've got a lot to change and to do.
You know, that piano line there sounds a lot like the end of Thunderbringer to me. Yeah, I could definitely hear Jorge's composition style, especially within this one. I think Jorge's favorite instrument might be piano. I don't know. It's just a feeling from there because he does a lot of isolated piano with the same progressions as whenever Athena pops up for anything. I'm not trying to relate this back to Epic, but like you can definitely hear certain composers like main styles of how they write music. And man, if it isn't a piano with like beautiful chord focus while a singer is just going, or we just hear that isolated piano is not a Jorge style, then then I don't know what is, because that is very J like.
With you,
I like it though.
we've got a lot to change and to do, but I know there will come an instance where you can make a difference. So find your voice, make some noise, and make it now.
Find your voice. I like it.
Ladies and gentlemen, your conductor's conducting an experiment. So please have your tickets in hand and stand as the woman comes through with some new ideas to
Oh,
play.
interesting.
I only have one question. I'm not asking for much, just one confession.
Oh, I love when musical styles end up doing this, like build up to overemphasize certain lines here. And a lot of times the backup singers always help like that. Is you have that dun 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 with chords to be like, oh, this is the important part here. This is going to relate to our main character in one way or another. And there seems to be a build up here. I'm going to assume we're going to hear Indigo's voice. Is it Indigo? Am I saying that right? Indigo? Yes, I am. Okay. I wonder if this is Clara then, because the synopsis of this mentions that uh, he has a friend called Clara, probably Clara. Unless this is just Indigo, like maybe auditioning for something or somewhere like that. I don't know. This might be like kind of those in between things of him just immediately Indigo immediately going in and being like, "Hey, this is my first opportunity to show the world what I can do. So this is your chance to find your voice." Or maybe there's like a teacher figure or something in his new like chosen career path or something. I don't know.
Tell me what you're about and then I'll give you one lesson. School's in session, the first student is you.
Hey yo, my name is Bree, and I just wanna be America's top model, body on every magazine.
Hey Bree, I know you want to model and be seen, but don't forget to be a
Oh, okay. So yeah, this is a teacher. This is a teacher who is probably going and being like, okay, what? We're probably going to be introduced to a bunch of minor characters that come up as we follow their dreams and journeys. So maybe this is like a dream, a like coach, a life coach or something, to be like, this is what you got to do to follow your path. This is clearly some more well-known artist who's trying to help everybody. I don't know. It's just we'll probably hear slight different styles as each of the characters are introduced, but at least we're getting some names. I heard a Brie in there so far.
Wanna be America's top model, body on every magazine.
Hey Bree, I know you want to model and be seen, but don't forget to be a role model for these teens.
Hey, I'm Grace. I'm moving down to LA to DJ and make the greatest beats and grooves in the USA.
I like it.
Grace, I know you're gonna gain fame and acclaim, but don't forget to give back to the place where
You know what this song reminds me of? And this is going to sound ridiculous, but now I'm getting the vibe from here, and I don't know if maybe, again, Jorge uses games for a lot of inspiration from stuff. This gives me Parappa the Rapper vibes. Like, this almost feels like, this almost feels like the teachers that Parappa had, like, you know, the onion, the moose, the frog. I don't know why that this main character, this character who seems to be like the teacher who's trying to help people find their voice, gives me the vibes of one of the teachers in like Parappa, and we're kind of having this like back and forth thing of being like, oh, this is what you want to do, well then make sure to don't forget about this, you're right, and blah blah blah, and back and forth, and that kind of style is kind of cool from there. I have a soft spot for Parappa the Rapper. I enjoy the game immensely. It's my first exposure to rhythm games, and what really hooked me more into music, which is odd that a little rapping dog got me into gaming music more than anything, but this is what that vibe it gets me immensely, and it's just cool. I haven't thought about Parappa in a long time, so dang, thank you, Jorge, for making me think of like Parappa the Rapper with this.
I'm moving down to LA to DJ and make the greatest beats and grooves in the USA.
Grace, I know you're gonna gain fame and acclaim, but don't forget to give back to the place where you came.
Hi, I'm Chance, and I just wanna dance. Hey, I'm Tuck, and I just wanna. Whoa! What? I was gonna say act.
Oh, I love when rhyme schemes do this, because it's like, oh, you're gonna say the naughty word. You're gonna say the naughty word. It's like, what? Why are you looking at me like that? Because you're not following our rhyme scheme. That's the comedy that we have in musicals. It's playing with the audience's perception of words that are coming up based on rhyme schemes is another clever a clever ploy to end up making that work and get a little bit of laugh out of the audience. That was clever. I like it. It made me kind of like giggle.
Place where you came.
Hi, I'm Chance, and I just wanna dance. Hey, I'm Tuck, and I just wanna. Whoa! What? I was gonna say act.
Oh.
It's
The
cute.
world's got a lot to change. And it's
Oh, there is that melody line again that seems to be done within the trumpet. Bum 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 ba-dum. We're going back to that motive as we go and go. I love that motive is like everywhere in this. It's cute. It's a nice little callback to everything. It's almost like I want to. Each song seems to have that somewhere in there, and I want to pick it out each time I hear it.
I'm Chance, and I just wanna dance. Hey, I'm Tuck, and I just wanna. Whoa! What? I was gonna say act.
Oh.
the world's got a lot to change, and it starts with us. We've got a lot to change and adjust. But I know there will come an instance where we can make a difference. To
Yeah,
find a
I like this.
make some
Very
noise
optimism
and make it
song.
matter.
I am I to the N to the D to the I'm indigo with the flow. I'll be speaking in rhymes, and I brought this guitar cause I'm gonna go far, gonna sing and become a star. Check it.
You know, speaking of the dun 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 dun, if you listen closely, you hear that all the strings in the background on Indigo is introducing himself and telling about his voice in his dreams. They're playing that behind him. That is 1,000% Indigo's motif, and it's so recognizable whenever he has a main solo line or anything that talks about hopes and aspirations. It's cool. That is our main theme for a lot of this, and the fact that the strings replicate that is beautiful.
Make a difference to find a
Just listen to it closely. You'll hear it. Listen in the background.
I am I to the N to the D to the I'm indigo with the flow. I'll be speaking
Perfect.
in rhymes, and I brought this guitar cause I'm gonna go far, gonna sing and become a star. Check it. I am original, I am
And we
unique,
bring back.
I am nobody else.
Jeez, this is a Jorge thing. They bring back these themes all the time, so it's like, okay, and I know this probably the main thing is this is his first song, this is his big hit, so we just go back to that father versus son song, and boom, immediately hit that theme again. Gosh, I love when we have those like reminders of themes that kind of push forward. That's cool. That's a good way to do it. It made me smile there. Nice job.
Gonna go far, gonna sing and become
Perfect.
a star. Check it. I am original, I am unique, I am nobody else but me. Sit back, relax, and you'll
A
see.
song about originality. Original.
Did I do something wrong?
Oh, how original. A song about originality? Come on. That's been done 30,000 times before. The full stop motion, the full stop of music puts a powerful theme in songs too, and that's fun to do it that way. It's just like, really? You don't think I've heard 30,000 other people do this style before? You gotta do something more than that. That's immediately what we're probably gonna hear from there. It is nice to have that optimism, like unique song kind of push forward, but then getting your dreams squashed immediately is kind of like the harsh reality of the music and art world as it is. So it's yep. This checks out with reality sometimes. Come on. Thank you.
I'm indigo with the flow. I'll be speaking in rhymes, and I brought this guitar cause I'm gonna go far, gonna sing and become a star. Check it. I am original, I am
It's so
unique,
upbeat. It's a nice like little interlude.
A song about originality. Original.
Did I do something wrong?
There's that piano line.
The world's got a lot to change, and it starts with you. So find what you believe in and fight till you see it through. Just find your voice.
I like that we do keep coming back to that bum bum ba da 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 dum bum bum. I'm gonna have that motif stuck in my head like forever after this. I can already like 100% tell, but it's clever. It's a good way to kind of bring a point across of this is Indigo's aspirations. This is his hope. This is the voice that he's trying to find. He just has to find a way to develop that, and I'm sure that's what Find Your Voice is like. Everyone has their own dreams. Just follow them. Find a way to bring that voice to life. It's a very powerful message, and I enjoy it. All right, song number 6, "The Place Where Dreams Come True." Let's see what we got. Ooh.
Place where dreams, the place where dreams come true. Place where dreams, the place where dreams come true. Place where dreams, the place where dreams come true.
Automatically, this is a very different vibe from there. You got more kind of up. The voices are in their higher range from there. Yeah, we're having a downward motion from there, with the piano being like a contrasting line from there. Kind of gives us more of an optimistic line from there, and I'm pretty sure the oohs are replicating that motive that we heard before. That's a clever way to kind of show contrast from what we just heard. I like it.
Place where dreams, the place where dreams come true. Place where dreams, the place where dreams come true. Place where dreams, the place where dreams come true. Place where dreams, the place where dreams come true. I look around and see the city of angels takes a chance to smile right at me. The Hollywood sign is glistening.
Oh, he's in Hollywood now, okay.
Bristling, and I am so excited for place where dreams, the place where. Yo, maybe I'll watch a show tonight. Maybe I'll grab a drink tonight. Maybe I'll take a walk down the Santa Monica Pier tonight.
So I guess Indigo just ran off to Hollywood to LA, unless he was already in LA. But maybe this is just part of his like journey to get to LA to try to make a voice for himself. So again, optimism. This is the place. Hollywood is supposed to be the place where dreams come true. It makes sense that we have that kind of like message going from here. Since we have that same kind of chord progression and pulse there, it's more the lyrics that are trying to be there. It's like, ooh, look at all this optimism. Look at all of these things that I can do now. There's so much to do, so much to see, and it's infectious when you have somebody who is just starting to find their voice, find their way in the world, to be like, look at all these opportunities I can do. Look at what I might be able to just like have fun with. It's a good way to continue our journey through this. I like it.
Tonight, maybe I'll grab a drink tonight. Maybe I'll take a walk down the Santa Monica Pier tonight. Drive down Pacific Coast Highway. Maybe I'll take the train, or maybe I'll just get lucky enough to find my name on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Insane. Now Melrose Avenue, that's what I call a view. Great escape.
What I like about this song too is that essentially this just feels like any musician's, any artist's, any actor's dream of coming to LA or Hollywood. This is a lot of what they probably end up like envisioning here. This is the thoughts of all of those all of those people who just want to make it big out there, who want to put their names up in the heights, who want to just, put a name out for themselves. This is a very optimistic way of looking at it. I'm sure his dreams are going to be shattered at some point, because we need that kind of thing at one point or another. But we'll see as time goes on. It's the fresh new idea. This is the start of a fresh new journey. This is our hero's journey. It's optimism. Optimism is what we like.
Lucky enough to find my name on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Insane. Now Melrose Avenue, that's what I call a view. Great escape. And Venice Beach has all you can see, and oh, I'll be tearing down the doors of the citywide tour till I got no money. I'm poor, teeth sore, and I'm standing on the shore. And I know there's more to place where dreams, California.
Yeah, good old California.
My claim to get my name out there. I'm gonna gain some fame and some clout here. Indigo's in it to win it, alright. No giving in, cause the limit's the sky. Look in my eyes, I'm on the rise. Never gonna stop till I drop in, I top. And I'm still dropping heat on the beat like beast with the honey. Ain't nobody gonna stop me but the money.
As long as you have the money to do it, you can go forward with stuff. It's a positive message from here. Indigo's dreams are 1,000% like on on display here. You see the optimism. It's like, as long as I have the money for it, I'm going to go do what I want. I'm going to make a name for myself. You have that optimism being done with just like a simple chord progression there. It's just the vocals and the place where dreams come true. When you have that line constantly going over, that's the supporting thing there. That is what kind of moves this song forward from here. It's a song about hope. It's a song about dreams, and it's like anyone starting a new job or a new journey, and it's very relatable. All of these have been super relatable to me in a lot of senses. It's scary starting out something new, but when you start out something new, whether it's a new job, whether it's a new career, whether it's maybe new content like we're doing here, it's exciting. You want to see what the world is gonna throw at you, and you want to experience the new things. So it's fun. It's cool. In my dream, or sorry, not in my dreams, in my shoes, which is song number 7. Let's continue on. Okay, a little bit lighter.
It's a cloudy night, and the crowd's so big you cannot see the floor. Not a frown in sight. They're so happy that their cheeks are getting sore.
We have the power music with smiling.
And they're waving lights to the rhythm of the song I sing. And my father's there. Yeah, that's my dream. Just for a moment.
Oh, that's a beautiful voice up there.
I'd like to know this. I'm not the only one in my shoes. In my shoes.
It's a quiet scene, and the living room is littered with designs. Like a gallery.
So from here, this is like one of those. There's always that song in a lot of musicals where the main protagonist finds either a love interest or someone they can relate to a lot. And this might be Clara that just got introduced. As I know Clara is kind of the other main character from here who has her own like sense of problems and stuff like that. But like maybe this is he after wandering around God knows where, maybe he went to a concert or something. He might have found someone who relates to what his own dreams and aspirations are, or someone that he can relate to, or a friend. I'm not sure this is called In My Shoes or something, but this has this stereotypical, very lighthearted, upbeat, like new things starting style of music from here. It's very up in the range of the instrumentation. It's very light texturally right now, at least to start out, to introduce, hey, this might be our main love interest, or hey, this is kind of an important development for the character. We're not alone anymore. It's I enjoy when they do things like this.
In my shoes, in my shoes.
It's a quiet scene, and the living room is littered with designs. Like a gallery where every single jacket, dress, and shirt is mine.
Is Clara a designer then?
Strutting down the hall is my mother putting my designs to use. While we're laughing, she says, I love you.
Just for a moment.
Oh,
I'd like to know this. I'm not the only one in my shoes. In my shoes.
so like the mother, I don't know, the mother of Clara. Again, this is an entire. I'm just going based off of what I'm hearing. If we're talking about In My Shoes, uh, is Mother's Clara using her designs in order to help support them or something? Is this another type of, hey, I don't like that my mother keeps stealing my designs or something? Maybe she's taking credit for. I don't know. I don't know what any of this is, but it looks like there's a mother situation here, which seems to relate to whatever Indigo seems to be going with his father. I don't know. Again, these are all kind of guesses from here, but these two seem to have a similar living situation. I don't know. I don't know. But the harmonies are beautiful there. Whenever you have these two voices kind of like joined in like thirds and fifths and have this kind of like playful upward and downward movement from here, it really helps to connect. That glockenspiel in the background ends up making this more of a dream, a dreamy esque thing. So this feels like it's the start of a love song to me. It does.
I'm not the only one in my shoes, in my shoes. And though I know I'm moving forward, the goal that I keep moving toward gets farther the harder I fight.
Whoa, and how can I reach for this dream with everything that's in between?
I haven't even figured out tonight.
They are going through the same thing essentially. That's what it feels like. But they're not alone. There's someone else who's going through the same thing.
Just for a moment.
That is such a beautiful harmonic transition between them.
Only one in my shoes, in my shoes.
It's a beautiful song.
Just for a moment, I now have noticed I'm not the only one in my shoes, in my shoes.
So it's very hard to kind of fully put a storyline with just hearing these songs, because I'm positive now, the more that I listen to this, I am 1,000% positive that there are scenes in between each of these, like a typical musical would be, that probably fills in some of the questions that I'm probably going through here. But these this is your introduction to a love interest or someone that relates immensely, because you can just hear you can hear the uh, that they're happy that they're not going through life alone. And when we have those kind of upper range, upper melody lines going along in there with the higher voices, it's more of a sweet, somber type feeling to it. And that's what this song feels. It feels more sweet and somber to me. But of course, when you have something that ends up going through there, we need reprises. So let's see what they do with the reprise on this one of In My Shoes. So we're going to combine both of these together into like one. This is technically song 8, but reprises are kind of like afterthoughts from here. They must have thought that this was going to be like a very big crowd pleaser one. So boom, we have a reprise for this song. So it's going to be the same kind of like plot line or same melody line we've been hearing.
Just for a moment, I'd like to know this. I am not the only one in my shoes, in my shoes. I'm at Comic-Con, and my cosplay has won the first prize.
Interesting, another person coming in?
I go on and on, showing everyone my channel, saying please subscribe.
Ew. Is this part of the video where I do the like and subscribe? No, I had to. I'm sorry, that was a bad joke from there. Okay, so we bring in a third character who seems to be like whatever designs or something that this other character seems to have. Seems to be at least kind of a interesting idea for content creator at Comic-Con. We immediately kind of go into there with this third voice here. God, I feel called out now. Ew, I haven't gone to Comic-Con in years, but like, man, this is what we do on a content creation thing, is just be like, hey, you like my stuff? Then you know what to do. Hey guys, you like my stuff? No, I'm kidding. All right, anyway, I'm going to continue the reprise.
I go on and on,
Jeez.
showing everyone my channel, saying please subscribe.
And mood.
When I look around, my fellow elves are chanting my name. Real Tim Shady, real Tim Shady. I'm a hero to my mom and the blood elf race.
I wonder, actually, does that mean that this Tim might be like a brother, or are Clara and Tim siblings? And is Clara making these designs for Tim's channel? Is this the family business as content creators Like is this what mom is forcing her to do, and she just wants to get out of this situation? Again, I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm predicting what the problem might be here. It's there's only so much context you can get from just listening to the music without having all the scenes in the middle. Like this was designed to be a stage show, though, so there'll be certain things that I'm not picking up that might be happening. I am just doing the best I can to visualize or at least imagine this plot line based on what I'm hearing there. But that I don't know. Maybe that's what this is about. I could be very wrong. I don't know.
Blood elf race.
Just for a moment, I'd like to know this. I'm not the only one in my shoes. In my shoes.
Yeah!
It makes me very curious about who this other person is now. Like what? How does he relate to Clara or Clara? Is it something in between? I don't know. They put intrigue for a character that this is the first time I'm hearing his voice, and it's like, how does this go? Okay, Jared Goldsmith. I don't know. I'm looking at like the artist names as I kind of hear through here, but it's fascinating what this third character is related to in one way or another with these with our Indigo and maybe Clara. All right. Anyway, song number 9. No, this must be another conflict thing. We'll have to see what happens though.
I've never had a real job before, 'cause I've never been on my own before. All I know is that rent is expensive, extensive, and endless. I gotta be relentless to get this job. Hoping a friend's reference helps my odds. 'Cause when
Trying
I
to
see
find
the
a job.
checklist of
Fair enough.
requisites, I got next to no experience. I found 10 new venues lined up, hoping that I wind up signed up, waiting tables, or maybe make cash bartending. Watch my spending, then maybe I'll be stable. Pretending I'm packed with skills, when back at home I'll be stacked with bills. If I don't pay rent, what are they gonna say? Is today my lucky day? Guess not, 'cause they're saying no, no.
Oh, this must be Indigo trying to actually find work, whether it's through his singing or something else there, and everybody is probably denying him. Like, he's just trying to find any work to probably survive now, pay the bills, pay the rent while he continues to follow his dreams. We're probably at that, like, climax part here where things are getting too hard for him at this point, or one thing or another. Maybe he has roommates that he's moved into. I don't know, but either way, like I heard the rock guitar right before I stopped with the no, and that's probably like the rejection that he's probably constantly getting through all the interviews, all the auditions, all of whatever he might be doing. It's got to be one of those. He's got to be denied at every step of the way, isn't he?
And I'm packed with skills. When back at home, I'll be stacked with bills. If I don't pay rent, what are they gonna say? Is today my lucky day? Guess not, 'cause they're saying no, no. Everywhere that I apply, they tell me no,
It's hard to find work.
no.
Always.
Nobody hires me, no one's helping. Wonder how I'll pay rent. Wonder how the days went by so fast. My dad must have worked real hard for us to last. It's one thing that one thing that
You what? Is this a regret thing?
Trying to be the voice of reason, trying to appease him, he's in pure denial, trying to understand.
Is this back to the father, maybe?
Issues, but the truth is I don't last a mile. And
I think it is.
on the phone, trying to let him know he's not alone. He barely answers, even if there's a chance I can help him advance. I'm met with the loudest no.
Oh, so maybe dad's trying to reconnect after this, trying to be like, hey, I will support the dreams at this point. So you're still kind of hearing the like it's, again, whenever dad's involved, there's some type of tension. He's probably just trying to reconnect with the son, with Indigo. Indigo just doesn't want to hear anything because he's probably trying to be like a ha, I told you so type thing, but that's probably not what dad really wants. And it's a fascinating storyline to kind of go in between with both of these. This is part of the climax. Indigo's probably having trouble, and Dad just wants to help out, but Indigo's having nothing to do with it. Oh, God.
But the truth is I don't last a mile. And I'm on the phone, trying to let him know he's not alone. He barely answers. answers, even if there's a chance I can help him advance. I'm met with the loudest no, no. Every time I try to call, he tells me.
I like that it's the same 4 chord progressions, just done with a different style to really push things forward.
Wonder how a parent, wonder how the days went by so fast. I'd give everything so he'd come home at last.
Oh.
I need him to.
That's clever. Like, no is being used as both different types of no's, the N-O and the K-N-O-W here. That's clever writing over there. Dad just wants him to come home. He wants him to help support him at this point, but we don't want to give up on our dreams and aspirations, is what normally happens when families have fights.
It's not healthy. Wonder how a parent, wonder how the days went by so fast. I'd give everything so he'd come home at last. I need him to. I need him to.
I love that play of words. It's perfect.
I try looking for more jobs at night. I try showing him my softer side. I try holding on to hope, cause I know that the world doesn't care how I feel, how I cope, how I
Oh.
try giving him the space he needs. I try every single place I see. I try thinking of the dream, how I can't lose steam, how we used to be a team.
Oh, so what this makes me see, like in my head, is this one of those split screen moments on stage where you probably have Indigo in his apartment and his father in like his house, and you're kind of seeing both of their inner monologues going off at the same time. This is another one of those type of scenes that tends to happen in every musical when we come to one of the major conflicts from here. It's a really interesting play to see inner monologues going in between two people, but their messages relate to each other. In one sense or another, they probably just really miss each other, but like because of the conflict they're having, the lyrics and stuff are going to be like so back and forth, which is why this whole song is nothing but tension. It's with the intense rock instruments in the back, and then you have the somber moments with that violin or viola line kind of going in the background. When you have all that, it creates that tension and uneasiness of you want these two to make up, but you know they're probably not going to, and it's always kind of a play on our emotions hearing through that. And the instrumentation cleverly does that with how tense and how very like unchanging and unmoving the progression is. It's really just the same like da, da, da. It's the same 3 or 4 chords that are going constantly through, but because it is like it's a looping thing, the tension of the scene just exuberates even more than normal. It's very clever and very typical writing for where the musical probably is at this point.
I've never had a real job before. I've never been on my own before. All I know is that rent is expensive. I gotta be relentless, gotta be relentless. No, no, everywhere that I apply, they tell me no, no. We keep fighting, we keep yelling. Wonder how we'll pay rent, wonder how the days went by so fast. I give everything to make this moment pass.
Yeah.
There's one thing that
I love the wordplay here. It's perfect for this. It's amazing what you can do with 4 chords in a song. Like this is a one-word song, no, and it has a lot of different meaning to it. Like everyone is denying Indigo jobs. Dad just wants to help out, but Indigo keeps saying no. Dad knows that Indigo needs help. Indigo knows that he needs help. They both know it, but the no is the centralized part there, and the wordplay and the tension with the chords and the intenseness of the music and the texture just it really gives that like point across in there. This is a very low point for both of these characters. But now we have one last one for this set, and it is song number 10, Smile Away. Oh, this sounds very similar to one of the earlier ones. This sounds very similar to maybe He, this sounds similar to Heat of the Moment to me. How did the beginning of Heat of the Moment sound again? Yeah, no, it sounds very similar to there. Maybe just a little bit more optimistic. I don't know. I don't know, but that sounds similar. Yeah, no, it sounds very similar to Heat of the Moment. At least in the introduction.
I've got my hand on a needle and a thread, 'cause only when I'm sewing can I clear my head. I have learned to close them out. I've learned to push away, 'cause I don't have the answers, don't have the words to say. 'Cause I don't know where the wind is blowing, I don't know where the sun will set, I don't know where the hell I'm going, I don't know what happens next. But I just keep smiling, just
This feels so much like Heat of the
everything's
Moment.
okay.
Again, I feel like I know why I wanted to group them this way. I've never heard these before. I just had again, my lovely managers, thank you again for helping me to get this ideas out for stuff. But it's like, definitely listen to it with this order from here. This feels like Smile Away is taking the tension out of what just happened with No, so we're kind of getting this more somber thinking. If again, I'm guessing Clara is sewing and everything to try to not think about the dangers or troubles that are going on in their life right now. This is going to be one of those somber, higher inflection voice songs to give us more of a melancholy feel more than anything else, as we want to ease the tension of what No was about.
By the way, won't let them see the pain. I just keep grinning, just pretend that
No matter what, you
everything's
just got to
fine.
keep smiling.
I'm alright, won't let them see me cry.
No. Wonder if there was just a fight before this. There might have been.
I've got my hand on a half-empty drink, 'cause only when my throat is warm can I truly think.
That's kind of the way that sometimes these supportive characters go. A lot of times, the supportive character is supposed to be like the rock, the foundation for the main character there, or the love interest is supposed to be the one that helps to solidify whatever happens with the main character, be their major support. They probably Indigo and Clara had some type of fight, so now that she's bummed and depressed, she's just like trying to smile away, being like, everything's fine. No matter what happens, I'm just gonna keep smiling. So that's why we have this melancholy type sound. It is up. The music is feels more upbeat because of the fast paced tempo, the fast paced rhythms and stuff. But because it is done in more of a and more of a like minor melody line, it gives this deceptively happiness to it, which is actually not, because the message is much more negative, more sad, more somber. That is a good kind of like play on just how certain things like this work. It's clever. I enjoy it.
I have learned to just give up, I've learned to just resign, 'cause every love ends in a heartbreak of mine. See, I don't know where the wind is blowing, I don't know where the sun will set, I don't know where the hell I'm going, I
They
don't
must have
know
broke
what
up or
happens
something.
next, but I just keep smiling, just
You just gotta keep going no matter what.
everything's okay.
That's a hard
Smile
thing.
away,
It's a hard message. That's a lot of what people do nowadays.
just keep grinning, just pretend that everything's fine. I'm alright, won't let them see me cry. Like a mother, like daughter, like Frankenstein and monster. We push away the thing that gives us life.
Oh man.
Love and forgiveness, we're too far gone, so we give our best to hide the guilt in our eyes.
So seriously, something like deep and bad happened within here, and if this is Clara consoling her mother or one way or the other, it's clear that they are that they are suffering together, but they both learned how to just smile past the pain. Which again, the melancholiness of the instrumentation, it's very thinly orchestrated. That way, it's more of a focus on the harmonies there. It's all done in like fifths or sixths, which ends up causing this like sadness to it. It's very well orchestrated in that sense.
Life, love and forgiveness. We're too far gone, so we give our best to hide the guilt in our eyes. So I just keep smiling.
You just gotta keep smiling no matter what.
Everything's okay. Smile away. Don't let them see the pain.
I love the arpeggios in the piano. It really helps to move everything around.
I'm alright. Don't let them see you cry. Just keep smiling. Just pretend that everything's okay. Smile away. Won't let them see the pain.
Oh man, that's a sad song to end like a section of this on. Like no matter how much pain that this character must be going through, whether it's a breakup, a death, something bad, probably a fight based on what this sounds like, a breakup fight, probably more fight, as this seems to be again the climax. No One Smile Away seems to be like the major like climax of this story. It's where the peak of the tension is. You hear heartbreak everywhere, you hear frustration, and just being done with this like very arpeggiated piano part with the string occasionally coming in and kind of giving it just a melancholy feel. It helps to put the what a lot of people just do when they're going through pain. They hide it from people. They don't want people to know that they're hurting, so they'll put on a smile. Is a huge, massive like idea of how depression works for a lot of people. They will put on a smile no matter how much they're hurting inside, and it's there are so many messages within these songs, and I'm sure I'm missing a lot of the main story beats from here just because again, without having the context of in between the scenes and just going with what the music says, I'm wondering how accurate I'm being with the plot line, but it's taking this as just a music value. We have the normal tropes there, but they're so well done and so well orchestrated that it hooks the listener. It hooks the listener a lot. And I hope that these analysis have been hooking you guys as well. So I've enjoyed really listening to these songs from My Heart Says Go. Again, these are on Spotify. I'm sure the recordings are up on YouTube. Please go and support Jorge on this uh, on this as well. I'd love to actually see this get made into stage plays everywhere. Well, obviously it's already a stage play, but I'd love to see it like around more. The music's beautiful, so make sure to go and support him. Like normal, like and subscribe, comment about what you like about this music or other things you might want me to react to, and we'll go from there. So the next time we revisit this, we'll finish off with songs 11 through 17 to finish through the rest of the recording of this, and yeah, we'll go from there. Hope you guys enjoyed this, and I will see you next time. Bye, guys!